Hey guys, welcome to the Toy Story 7, and today I'm reviewing this, which is the Marvel Legends series. This is the retro vintage Spider-Man wave, and this is really cool. So, yeah, really cool, really blessed to pick this up tonight. This is the Peter Parker action figure from that wave, and it's a pretty neat looking one. This one was definitely one of the ones I was most excited for. I love the style of this packaging. It's got the classic Spider-Man 1990s logo, and basically the idea for this series. And, it's the same that we've seen with X-Men and the previous series. It's made to look like the old Toy Biz Company packaging, and it looks just like it. You have Spider-Man seen on the logo. It reminds me so much of Spider-Man 1994. That cartoon was actually made because of the toy line to help sell the toy line, and this isn't really based on the cartoon, but it's based more on the toy line that the cartoon was based on, and it's pretty cool. I love that cartoon so much. And yeah, we got this really cool artwork of Peter Parker here. We got a nice clear view of him boxed with his accessories. I love this style packaging. It just looks awesome. We got Spider-Man sitting there, and I love that they decided to do a Spider-Man wave. And yeah, on the back here we have a picture of Peter Parker, we have how the alternative heads work, and then we have the bio and the other characters in the wave. I picked up Spider-Man and Daredevil. I don't know if I'll pick up the other ones, but yeah, let's open this up. Okay, and here we have Peter Parker out of packaging, and I gotta say, I was just so excited to get a Peter Parker action figure. I don't think we've ever gotten an action figure based solely on Peter. Like, I know we've gotten alternative Peter heads in some of the movies and the comic book figures, but like an entirely figure just based on Peter Parker. I thought this was really cool. He's got the brown leather jacket that he's seen wearing in some of the comics. It's got some nice wrinkles on it, which is pretty cool. I love the little stripes on it too that kind of make it look like a real jacket. And then he's got little buttons, and you can see the zipper. He's got those big weird glasses that he had back in the day, and it just looks pretty cool. It's silver, and I believe if you take these off, I believe it's like a more typical Peter Parker face. So if you don't like the glasses, I don't really think they're removable, but they can kind of raise up a little bit, and you can see the classic Peter Parker type face under there that we've seen them make a couple times. You could actually probably take these off. Let me see real quick. And even though the glasses come up a little bit, they do appear to be non-removable, and I don't want to take them off and risk it. But yeah, I like how they painted the belt gold here, and I like how they did the shirt too. It's kind of open a little bit. You can see the buttons, and moving down you have some blue jeans and the white shoes, which look pretty nice. And yeah, in terms of articulation, he's got a 360 at the head. He can look up and down, 360 at the arm, swing out the shoulder, 360 there, double jointed elbows, which is nice, 360 at the wrist. Even though this is him out of Spider-Man suit, you still want to be articulate. You got a 360 at the torso and an ab crunch, a little stiff though. The legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards. You got 360 at the thigh, double jointed knees, which is nice, and the feet move up and down and rotate. And I gotta say, I really do like the detailings on the shoes. So, yeah, pretty cool. And let's see, in terms of accessories, you do get some pretty neat ones. For starters, I absolutely love this accessory. You get a little camera for him to use. And yeah, photography is really such a big part of Spider-Man's life that's hardly ever mentioned, and I like that they include it. And I think you can just kind of slide it in his hand here. It's a little blocky, so it doesn't look like it's going to fit too well, but he can hold it and obviously take some photos, so that's pretty cool that you can do that with it. And you also get this really cool alternative head of him using like the spider sense sort of. And this is how a lot of like the classic Spider-Man comics were drew. I know like they had a lot of covers on them like this, and sometimes when you use the spider sense, it would kind of like be a half face, half mask. And this was such a big thing for a lot of superheroes back then too. And I just think it looks so cool. On this side you have the half painted Spider-Man mask with the black lines, and on this side you have Peter's face. And you can kind of see it's got some nice details on there. You can see how the hair comes over a little bit, how it's molded, and it just looks pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to put this head on him right now, but I really like this head. I think this is neat. I don't think they've ever done this one in Marvel Legends form either. They may have, but I'm not sure. But yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty cool action figure. I don't think it was a totally necessary one, but I think it's one that a lot of people have wanted for some time, and I'm really glad they made it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.